as you would hope. So we might have to help the robot in the middle. I'm gonna start by asking the robot to make me a sandwich, okay? And it goes like this. So we have to ask the robot, right? Sorry? There you go. So it's not so helpful, but you all know the command. Okay, great. So okay, so now it actually will start. Okay. And I give them to my colleague Sota here who will explain the perception.
So what you can see here is the search regions, as Duleka mentioned, for perception, where to detect the wood cutting board, the bread, the toaster, and other things. And the green markers and the text labels then show the detected objects. And the perception system works in a modular way where the different modules that we do, 3D and 2D detectors and classifiers that we develop together with, for example, Tasako Kanezaki from University of Tokyo. So these modules respond to the request if they can say something about the requested object. And
we have more time.
Yes. And you can see that these perception routines then refine these larger search spaces into smaller ones. For example, when we look for the bread, we first detect the cutting board, which you can see now. Yes. And then that defines the smaller search space for the bread. I hope you can see that the bread is should be a bit different color, but they are random, so you can view it. So yes, and then it moves over to the toaster, and since we have a bit of localization errors, the text starts actually several times. So before moving into the pre-release group position, and then after. And what you will also see is that we also check the success for the picking up, for example, for the cheese and the salami.
Okay, so that was the first part of the demo. So we basically grab the toast, put it in the toaster, and now we have to wait. Now we're going to grab some tools in the robot. The first one is a fork, and the other one is a spoon. We're going to do the detection right now. Okay, please excuse that.
Something I didn't explain, this is actually the heater here, so it's a little bit located at a different point. So we'll just continue with this here for 2 minutes, I think, as we cross through the smells a little burnt already, so we should have it.
Okay, we will have to help the rower because our left arm is a bit uncalibrated right now. Okay. And now, for the rest part of the demo, what the rower will do is detect the parts of the sandwich and start putting them one by one on the bread over there. Okay. So right now it's looking for a little bit of minus. Okay, that you saw there looks a bit scary. Basically, we need to produce a very fast motion for the mayonnaise to fall off. So we figured the best way was to heat the bread with the spoon. Okay. And right now we will try to get the salami on the gripper, and it has a check to see if it worked. See, it actually uses limited amount of force. So, well, in this case it got two, good. And it's going to try to put them on the bread. It actually will check if it has something in the fork after picking it up. Trying this out, we figured it was much easier for the if one hand would help the other, so that's why the left hand actually holds the things down, getting the hand out. Now it's going to switch for the cheese, and it will try to grasp it. This often fails because the tool has moved, so we'll see if it manages. Okay, well, we get to see an interesting test. It actually checks now if it has anything in the hand. It will be empty. So it goes through a calibration, which will just hit this is our calibration. We know it's more or less, our heat is just to sit on the hand and we can just sit it on the table. And now we will be trying it. So we will look for the cheese. We get the cheese found. So it's going to give it a second try. Alright. It's going to be a nice strong sandwich. So it checks to see, and this time it found that it had the cheese. And then it would put it on the bread. Now, the final part is to get the last piece of bread to put on top. And we'll try to grab it as well with the fork. So it didn't quite detect the toaster correctly. We'll see. Luckily it searched for it again. That's not quite. Okay. hold on, we'll just give it a hand now. Because we do. Yeah. So we have search spaces for the little things, for the, like we know the toaster should be in a certain position. And this is defined in the real world on the table. Oh. Okay. So Intel right now is telling it you got lost. Okay. And with these movements, if you see the lasers on the screen, they should be painted directly on top of the walls. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you to continue. So basically what happened is it drifted and it thought it was some centimeters to the right. And it looks for the toaster in a certain position. It didn't find it. So you get to try again. Okay, so now if you see in green it's marked the top of the toaster and it could find it completely. Okay. Now it's going to try to reach the red. Okay. We have confirmation that the red is here. And now for the final part. Okay, they got joke. Okay, so this concludes the last part of the demo. If I might interest somebody in a sandwich. Okay, thank you very much for coming. And